Members of the 9th Memorial United States Cavalry are planning a ride, the journey home, the final ride. This ride is to return the symbolic remains of the original members of the 9th Cavalry back to its point of origin, which was the city of New Orleans in 1866.
Howdy folks, I'm Bill McCurtis, Sergeant Major of the 9th Memorial United States Cavalry.
I'm Aaron Plump, Buffalo Soldier, 10th Cal.
I'm Scott Morgaroff, Major with the 9th Memorial United States Cavalry.
My name is Animal. I'm Chief Scouts of the 9th Memorial Cavalry.
I'm going to kind of pitch a wild idea at you. You know, the distance from Phoenix, Arizona to New Orleans, Louisiana is a little over 2,267 miles. Now, in a couple of days, you can drive that, including the 800 miles across Texas. But the wild idea is this. Going to do it on horseback. That's right, on the back of a horse. For one reason. Most of you have heard of Buffalo Soldiers. Well, this is sort of my organization's way of paying homage and respect to these men and saying thank you for having them make it possible for us to do our military service. And I know it sounds a little bit strange, but most of you don't realize the Buffalo Soldiers were the very first Americans of color that were allowed to become United States Army soldiers on a regular basis. In other words, they got paid $13 a month. But the history was hidden for more than 144 years. And these regiments have turned out to be some of the most proficient and honorable fighting forces the United States has ever fielded. All right, folks, this is the good part. We're going to start asking you for donations because it's going to take some high six figures to make this thing work correctly and to be able to take care of our support vehicles and our animals. You know, we're not concerned about ourselves. You know, we'll make it. But the horse has always been our friend and our companion, and a lot of times our savior. But folks, what we're looking for is if you could just take us to heart, give us 50 cents or $1. You know, if you can spare more, that's fine. But we ain't greedy. We just need to make this happen. We need to bring honor to these men. A few years ago, we found an old Buffalo Soldier in the indigent cemetery in Phoenix. And he was a Medal of Honor recipient, buried in an unmarked grave. But we found him, and we were able to take him to Arlington, where he should have been 80-some years ago. So, folks, I'm asking you, open your purse strings, open your pocketbooks. Folks, we need help. We've only got a short time to raise this money. So, give us a hand. Let's bring attention to these guys. Let's give them their place of honor and respect in our nation's military history. Okay? We've got Buffalo Soldiers that served in Iraq and Iran and Vietnam and Korea and World War II and World War I. Did you know we are the ones that turned the tide at San Juan Hill? We were the first into that blockhouse. See what I mean by people misconstruing the truth? It's time, people. 144 years. It's past time. And by the way, if any of you want to come out and hear some real history, the true stories of these fantastic American soldiers, you'll find a place where you can join us on the trail or spend the night or even ride along with us if you got your own horse. But you really need to hear these stories. The only ones I don't want donations from are our guys and gals coming back from Iraq, Afghanistan, and are being labeled wounded warriors. You people come on. We're your brothers. Sit down and talk to us. Let's swap stories. Hear stories of your ancestors. Not just the black troops, but the white officers that commanded them. Yeah, a lot of you got that wrong, didn't you? So come on, folks. Do what you can do. They were Buffalo Soldiers, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, This is the journey home and the final ride. It is my honor to escort these gentlemen from the 9th and 10th U.S. Cavalry from the War of 1866. And among these gentlemen are 17 Medal of Honor recipients. It is also my honor to take them home.
So, Sergeant Major,
Yeah,
let's ride.
you got it.